What is going on, everybody? No, seriously. What is going on? I didn't record myself reacting to Critics' Choice last night. I was just really busy with work, getting out Sundance reviews. I also just didn't really expect there to be any big, real, huge shockers at Critics' Choice. But, in the words of Marvin Gaye, what is going on? I know we psych ourselves out every year. We're like, man, this year's crazy, huh? No, this year is truly some Gary Busey level craziness going on. So today I'm going to talk Critics' Choice, and then I'm going to react to DGA and PGA, which is going to be announced any moment now. But let's talk Critics' Choice really quick. So I have to start with the biggest shock of the night.
And the award goes to Jon M. Chu Wicked.
I wish I did record my reaction, but if I can reenact my reaction, it would be a little bit something like this.
Goes to
Brady Corbett.
Jon M. Chu Wicked.
I couldn't speak for a whole minute because my brain was like, I know nothing, Jon Snow. I couldn't figure out what was happening. I couldn't do the math. My brain was trying to do Rain Man stuff, and I was like, Kmart. Amelia Perez won, Brutalist won, and then that means Anora won, but then 650 marked down from 10. I really couldn't figure out what was happening. At that point, I was like, wow, like Wicked is winning Critics' Choice. Wicked is gonna win Best Film at Critics' Choice. Interesting. I mean, how could it lose? How could it not win? The order of Wicked love is usually, I love Wicked, it's the best movie of the year, and I think the direction is pretty good. Not, I love the direction, but it's not the best movie of the year. That's not what I've been hearing about Wicked. The love for the movie is first, but then Best Picture comes.
For Best Picture, Adrian Brody is not you, it's Anora!
Huh? Wait, what? The Substance beats Anora in Screenplay, beats Mikey Madison in Actress, Jon Chu beats Sean Baker in Direction, and it wins Best Picture? The only way I can really make sense of this all is just, okay, Globes have new taste. They've changed their membership. They went for the Brutalist because it's the best option available. They recognized the direction, and they knew it was getting actor, so there was like obvious, okay, we gotta give it Best Drama. Then Globes also went for Amelia Perez because they're a European-based organization. They typically favor the more European artsy choice of late, like Banshees over Everything Everywhere All at Once, or Poor Things over Barbie. So Anora missing there isn't the end of the world. But then we go to Critics' Choice. Amelia Perez is one of the most panned movies critically in the lineup. However, The Brutalist just kind of seems to appeal to that type of adventurous voter, but not everyone. The only problem is the alternatives are split between like 6 different movies and nearly all evenly, but Anora as a film seemed to have had the most broad appeal with Critics' Choice. So personally, I do think that bodes well for Anora. After all, Everything Everywhere All at Once kind of took a somewhat similar path, right? Lost Globes, won Critics. Shape of Water, Lost Globes, won Critics. But then they won DGA. And DGA is looking like The Brutalist is taking that. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. I've been saying The Brutalist is Roma 2.0, The Power of the Dog 2.0, a film they're going to admire. They're going to award it direction, but they're not going to give it picture. But Critics' Choice did award Power of the Dog and Roma, so it feels like Brutalist, if I'm seeing it correctly, is not even as strong as Roma and Power of the Dog. So what is this looking like for PGA, right? PGA is going to be announced in 10 minutes. PGA has a pretty good overlap with Oscars. Like 7, I think, out of the last 10 matched up. PGA is going to be really setting the tone. And all I have is Golden Globes with a small membership. And then I got Critics' Choice who went wackadoo crazy this year. So no film has yet won 2 major Best Picture prizes. And unlike the year that Coda won at PGA, I believe PGA was after that win at SAG. So PGA is really choosing in the dark this year. All they had was like Brutalist and Amelia Perez to choose from. And this year, where there isn't a clear consensus favorite or seemingly even a top 2, I think that allows a more populist pick like Conclave or Anora to come up the middle and perform well on the PGA preferential ballot. Now, I really don't know who's going to come out on top at PGA. It could be a lot of different films. I just know it's not the substance. I know it's not a real pain. I know it's not September 5, and I know it's not Dune 2. And I really don't think it's a complete unknown or Wicked. It could be, but I don't think so because it just doesn't really fit previous winners. I mean, if Amelia Perez wins here, which it could, I think it would be fantastic drama. I know that no one wants it to win, and I shouldn't say it, but God, I mean, TNT, which is me, loves drama, and it would prove that it does actually quite well in the preferential ballot, and then it will keep us guessing, like, wait, it's going to win Best Picture, but with all these continuing controversies, it's interesting. It could easily just be so popular that it easily wins here, but I think tonight will prove, possibly, I'm going to say prove, I'm going to speak surely of myself, but I think tonight might prove that it does not perform well on the ranked choice ballot. Again, we don't know. It could, but my guess is no. So I'm somewhere between a Conclave, The Brutalist, and Anora, and I'm leaning towards Anora. I mean, we're in a changing time of the Academy, right? We'll see a Zone of Interest get sound. We'll see an Anatomy of Fall get screenplay. However, this big prize, as of last year, still seems to be somewhat contingent on being a populist pick. It's got to be where art meets entertainment, and I just don't think The Brutalist is that populist pick. I think it's gonna be a completely deserved winner, but I think we're already seeing the cracks a little bit with missing those key categories at Critics' Choice and performing pretty poorly with those kind of SAG nominations. So is there passion there? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of passion. Look how many nominations I got. But I think The Brutalist is the classic love-hate kind of passion. DGA and PGA hasn't been announced yet, so I will talk about the substance and screenplay. I do feel like that would continue to go the way. I don't know 100% because BAFTA didn't put the substance in picture, but they didn't do it with Coda in picture either. I think we originally had a default winner with Anora, but people were kind of looking at screenplay and wanting another option. I think the substance has given people that kind of out. For me, to be honest, I kind of prefer scripts to have a little healthy amount of dialogue, but it's hard to deny that the substance is not original. It's a very original story. So I'm leaning the substance right now for the Academy, but I'll likely just do whatever BAFTA chooses. Whatever BAFTA does, I'll probably just go with that. Okay, so I've been here for a little while. I took a little break, and Yvette tells me that one of them is out. At least DGA is open right now. So Yvette, want to come on over? Let's see. Testing 1, 2. Okay, go ahead and grab this. The award show isn't telecast, so Yvette's going to read the winner to me, as usual. DGA, do you want to go with first time?
We can start with, DGA first time.
Okay, first time. You don't have to read them out to me. I think we all know this one. Just confirm, is it Ramel Ross Nickel Boys?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so it's Ramel Ross Nickel Boys. Okay, so DGA, I think we're all under the assumption it's Brady Corbet, but is there going to be an upset here? So Yvette, why don't you go ahead and read out the nominees and tell me the winner.
And the nominees for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in a Theatrical Feature Film are Jacques Audiard, Amelia Perez, Sean Baker, Anora, Edward Berger, Conclave,
That'd be crazy.
Brady Corbet, The Brutalist,
I think he's going to win.
James Mangold, A Complete Unknown.
Okay, so is it The Brutalist?
And the winner is Sean Baker.
Oh my God!
Anora.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's Everything Everywhere, guys. It's Everything Everywhere. I think it's going to be that. Oh man, people don't give a shit about The Brutalist. I'm a big Sean Baker fan. I think The Brutalist should win director. I'm going to go ahead and state that right now. But I don't choose these. I don't choose these. And just remember, it could have been Jacques Audiard. It could have been James Mangold, okay? It wasn't. It was Sean Baker because I think this is an Everything Everywhere All at Once year. I think that's what we're looking at. Which is to say, yes, is Anora as beloved as Everything Everywhere All at Once? No, it's not as beloved as that. It's not as beloved as that film. Clearly, it's not sweeping the season. But clearly, like, Globes ignored it. BAFTA might ignore it. But it just speaks to, like, the future of independent cinema. But yeah, that is, oh, wow. Okay, so, and when it comes to PGA, if Anora wins PGA, I think this is going to be Anora. I think it's going to be Anora. But let's see what PGA does. I don't know. Is PGA out?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh my God. If Anora wins here, what a comeback for Anora to go completely blank at Golden Globes. So this is going to be the test. Can Anora perform well on a preferential ballot, or will it be Amelia Perez? Or will it be Conclave? For me, I don't think it's the Brutalist for PGA. I never thought it was the Brutalist for PGA. It's Conclave, it's Anora, or it's Amelia Perez. I have right now Anora. So Yvette, why don't you go ahead and read them out, the nominees.
And the nominees for Outstanding Producer of a Theatrical Motion Picture are Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown,
I think so.
Conclave,
Maybe.
Dune Part 2,
No.
Amelia Perez,
Maybe.
A Real Pain,
No.
September 5,
No.
The Substance,
No.
Wicked.
I think so.
And the winner for Outstanding Producer of a Theatrical Motion Picture is
Is it Amelia Perez?
Anora.
Whoa! Whoa! Anora! Oh my God! Oh my Lord! Wow! What a night for Anora! Anora comes back, pum pum, kaboom! But again, okay, wow. Good job, Yvette.
Do you care about any of the other categories?
Not really. Not really, but go ahead and, what's the first category? Animated?
Animated.
Animated as well, Robot.
And the winner for Outstanding Producer of an Animated Theatrical Motion Picture
Wild
is
Robot. Don't say Flow.
The Wild Robot.
Okay, yeah, Wild Robot. That'd be crazy if it was Flow. I'd be like, wah! Woo! Good job, Yvette. I feel like just by Yvette reading it, I feel like she was responsible for it. If you guys are seeing me gleeful, it's because I am excited. I am excited. I have to admit it. And I do try my hardest to keep an unbiased look on this. I'd rather be right than have my favorite film even win Best Picture. And I've had people say, oh, you're only predicting Anora because, you know, it's your favorite film of the year. No, really no. I predict films I don't like all the time and it has nothing to do with it. I don't care. Sometimes I'd much rather have my favorite film not win Best Picture because I enjoy living with just having my favorite films without hearing people say, oh, it's overrated. I don't want that in my life. And of course, it's going to start, right? People are going to come in and say, Anora shouldn't win. It's completely overrated, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you can have that opinion, whatever. When Brady Corbett with DGA was becoming kind of the expected winner, I really accepted that. I felt like, well, it is such an ambitious vision. I think that would be a deserving winner. So I'm not going to, I understand if people are upset maybe about DGA. I just want to also keep in perspective that DGA potentially, and PGA especially, it could have been an Amelia Perez. So if you're someone who's not a fan of Amelia Perez, I think you should just be happy that Anora won, personally. But yeah, I'm happy for Anora because Anora's been beaten the hell up this season, and it's just great to see a little bit of a comeback. I was kind of hoping we would have a wild season and seeing something like Brady Corbett win at DGA and then see Conclave win at Producers Guild and then see BAFTA go somewhere else, go with like Amelia Perez. I would love to see that kind of like all over split. But yeah, it is shaping up, I think, to be a bit of a Everything Everywhere All at Once year, which means we have to look at SAG, right? And what is SAG going to do that's really going to really shake up the race? I mean, what can it do? I mean, it could go to Anora. And then BAFTA can go Anora. It could be that simple. The only thing that can really shape up the race, I think, is if Amelia Perez or Conclave wins at SAG Ensemble, and then that film goes on to win at BAFTA. I think that would be the only thing to make us go, whoa, what's going on here? I know it's weird to go into Oscar night thinking Anora might win Best Picture without winning a single award. I mean, now it has a shot at director, probably has a shot at screenplay now. So it's opening the door up for those wins. Even if it doesn't, again, we live in a weird world where Spotlight can win with just screenplay. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I mean, people and voters, they vote for individual categories, for narratives like Demi Moore. That's become a narrative. They don't go in thinking, oh, I love Anora, but I got to award it somewhere. I don't think they think that way. Again, I think this is just another lesson, and we got to stop hanging hats on Globes. Globes is still working out what they are. It's so brand new, this new membership. DGA, PGA, BAFTA. Those are the ones you still hang your hat on. But let me know what you guys thought about this DGA, PGA win. Who are you predicting for Best Picture at this point? And if your favorite film didn't win, just remember, this is all, relative. All the best movies are always remembered, whether it wins the Oscar or not. Well, there you have it, everyone. More Sundance reviews to be posted. I'll be definitely doing BAFTA, SAG reactions, and I'll do any Oscar experiments to help figure out what major categories are still in limbo that we can sort out. But other than that, hit the subscribe button down below. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the bio. Thanks always for watching. And until next time, everybody, I will see you at the Oscars.